Hi everybody, Catfish Jones here. I think you can barely see me. Let me adjust this so it's prettier. There we go. Hello, how are you? Ready for a little car talk? I don't know exactly what I'm gonna say this evening, but I am gonna drive and I am gonna talk. And it's very possible I could talk about things that I talked about last time or another time. It's possible I could lead us into very different waters than I have any intention of going to at the moment. Either way, I'm glad you're here, glad you could join me. So good to see you. Last night was the end of Vlogtober for me, and I'm sure for everybody else participating in Vlogtober, but I wanted to do a car talk. These end up being some of my favorite content, so I will probably keep this going. I don't have a season 2 playlist going right now because of the fiasco with my previous attempt to do season 2. But maybe this weekend I'll chuck them together on a playlist and have that going. The goal last night was to hand out to trick-or-treaters like you do. And then after that, do a little bit of a live jive Vlogtober wrap-up edition. And it came to be 9:15, 9:30, I don't know, something like that, 9-ish. And figured step one, let's see who else is streaming right now, in case my entire audience is with a better channel. And wouldn't you know it, Mark Fun Jones, my very good buddy, my internet cousin, one of the many, maybe my first internet cousin, he was streaming. He was doing a great little stream of Glowy's Skull and the Black Light, strumming some 6-string, doing the one-note wonder, this old stoner style, jamming songs, doing the fart jams for just anybody in the chat. Really, really fun time. So much so that I couldn't tear myself away long enough to do my own live stream. And while enjoying Mark's live stream, I came up with an alternative plan, because I'm nothing if not flexible, which is also another way of saying if I can find an excuse not to, I very likely will exercise that option. The new plan, although Tuesday I mentioned I was going to be going live yesterday, today I mentioned I will be going live tomorrow. I'd like to go live tonight, but the truth is I've got band practice and we do have a show on the horizon. And that means it's a pretty big show. It means we should probably concentrate on getting these songs right. We're going to do the Gunfighter song, which we haven't done together as a group for quite a while. And so Fuzz needs to really get it locked down. There's some that I need to get locked down. We're doing all of the burners, the fairly short show. We're doing an hour and a half, something like that. And really, instead of running the gamut with our up-tempo bit, our moderate tempo bit, and then our slow bit, we figured we'd just do all the burners, just all the truckin' songs, just tempo, tempo, tempo. And we came up with a pretty good fire list. I'm very excited to get to share it. This show upcoming, I think it's still a little bit away. I think November 20th, if my calendar brain is correct. We will be opening for a little act called the Hoot and Hollers coming through town. Those of you local, this will be at the VU. I'm sure some of you are familiar with that location. We're very excited. Of course, we've been playing very regularly and enjoying that. Before that, though, I have a little bit of a solo deal on the 10th of November. Doing a little street performance in front of our local venue as kind of a pre-show, not necessarily the opening act inside for the show, but the outdoor entertainment while people are getting their tickets and getting their tickets scanned and getting everything sorted up, I'll be out there jamming them Catfish songs. So, honestly, a bit of live jive is kind of necessary for me to really get into the swing of things. Although last night, I had intended to do the live jive, and when it didn't happen, I still went ahead and did it. I just did it unlisted. So I could watch it all day today and take notes on where I failed and where I succeeded. Spoiler alert, a lot more failures than successes last night. So maybe it was for the best that I didn't go live. But gonna do the official Vlogtober wrap-up live jive tomorrow, which I understand is November 2nd. It is just what it is. But it's a fun time to wrap it up, a Friday night. And anybody else planning to stream Friday night, you watch out. I'm taking all your viewers. They're going to come watch Catfish Jones. In all seriousness. The intent is to go for an hour plus, but I do have an inkling that it might go for a couple of hours. I have enough enough stuff practiced and prepared with both originals and covers. You guys know I've been doing covers a lot lately, which is a step outside for me. I should be able to fill 2 hours. Now, the show I have to do solo here a week from tomorrow, I guess, is the 10th. I think it's only about an hour, hour and a half, maybe even only 45 minutes. So I'm going to probably do 2 hours tomorrow, 9 to 11 Central Time, tentatively what I'm shooting for. And from that, cull the weaker ones and put together my best 45 minutes, be they originals or covers. And then we should be able to go. This will be kind of the first little live stream under my current setup. And I had to do some juggling and fixing and smudging and twerking to make it happen. I think I've twerked it all in the right direction. And I think we'll have a successful live jive. However, any of you watching the live jive end up noticing that it doesn't sound top-notch. It sounds a little subpar. Why, let me know. Don't let me do 2 hours of poor sound quality. Because the truth is, I won't leave it up. And I would prefer to leave it up forever. There's still some that I go back to and listen to, even though the audio is a little bad. Some recently that I tried to do where the audio is just unlistenable, and I had to move those to unlisted because goodness gracious, me oh my oh. But that, my friends, is the plan to wrap up this Vlogtober. I had some big plans for Vlogtober that I just didn't get done. I had 2 not tiny but larger paintings that I wanted to do. And I did get them started. I did get recordings of the beginnings of them. However, I didn't finish. I didn't close those out. So, we'll see those projects on the horizon, hopefully before the year is over. But one never really knows. In the meantime, though, I do intend to do a tiny painting challenge. Not very challenging for me, but a few of my friends have expressed interest in doing a tiny painting where we all do a similar tiny painting and then share them at the same time. So, anybody wanting to join in that, why, get yourself a 2" by 2" canvas, chunk of wood, heck, painted on a gourd. We're going to be painting a cornucopia, that little horn-looking thing with, fruit and stuff hanging out the outside that one might see in a Thanksgiving seasonal what have you. That's what we're intending to paint. I don't know that we have a date that we're going to share them together, as we're just formulating the plan now, but I would think before Thanksgiving we would be showing these all at the same time. And if anybody else is interested in joining this tiny painting challenge, why, just let me know and we'll sort it all out details-wise. In the meantime, so good to see you all. Turns out I had a lot more to say than I had time to drive home. So we will look for you all again. Maybe I'll remember some of these words, and heck, maybe even next time I'll think of an ending. Until then, cheers.